The first half of 2025 has been an exciting time for music, with a mix of genres dominating streaming. In this video, we'll look at the top 20 most streamed songs in 2025 so far. Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's Abracadabra was a return to her signature dance pop roots. Released on February 3, 2025, as the second single from her long-awaited album Mayhem, it brought back classic Gaga vibes from the famed Monster era with that dark dance floor sound. It peaked at number 5 on the Billboard Global 200 and number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song was released with a striking music video and is one of the biggest tracks released in 2025. Ella Es Una by Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny continued his chart dominance with Ella Es Una, a track that encapsulates the vibrant energy of nightlife. Released on January 5, 2025, as part of his 6th studio album Debí Tirar Más Fotos, it quickly became a fan favorite as it was released as the album's 5th single. The song is a quintessential reggaeton banger with a little twist, the formula that made Bad Bunny a global superstar. The song peaked at number 10 on the Billboard Global 200 and reached the top 30 on the Billboard Hot 100. Bad Bunny has absolutely dominated the first half of 2025, with his album topping the Billboard 200 for 4 weeks. Good Luck Babe by Chaperone. Chaperone's Good Luck Babe emerged as a breakout anthem last year, making her the biggest new artist of the year. Released as a single on April 5, 2024, it masterfully blends synth-pop dance elements, creating a maximalist camp sound. It became her first entry on the Billboard Hot 100, going on to peak at number 4 and hitting number 5 on the Billboard Global 200. The success of the song revived her 2023 album The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess and made it one of the biggest albums of the year. All the Stars by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. All the Stars, a collaboration between undefeated duo Kendrick Lamar and SZA, was released on January 4, 2018 as the lead single from the Black Panther soundtrack. The song has stood the test of time, accumulating 2.4 billion streams to date. When it was first released, it peaked at number 7, and it grew over time, coming back to the charts earlier this year because of the Super Bowl halftime show. It went on to peak at number 6 on the Billboard Global 200 this year. It was also critically acclaimed, being nominated for Best Original Song at both the Golden Globes and Academy Awards, along with his 4 Grammy nominations. Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. Benson Boone's Beautiful Things became a breakout hit last year. Released on January 18, 2024, as the lead single from his debut studio album Fireworks and Rollerblades, the emotional ballad became a global hit. It went on to peak at number 1 on the Billboard Global 200 and number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. It ended 2024 as the second most streamed song of the year. Beautiful Things became a smash because of its genuine emotion and relatability. It has a lot of haters, but it struck a chord with a wide range of listeners. These beautiful things that I've got, please. Timeless by The Weeknd featuring Playboi Carti. Timeless is a collaboration between The Weeknd and Playboi Carti, which started off his final era as The Weeknd. Released on September 27, 2024, as the lead single from his 6th studio album Hurry Up Tomorrow. It had that synth pop sound, combined with trap, crafted by legends Pharrell Williams and Mike Dean. The origins of this collaboration trace back to their initial work on Popular for the Idol soundtrack. Timeless maintained its popularity into the new year, as it has now accumulated close to 1 billion streams on Spotify. It managed to peak at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 8 on the Billboard Global 200. It was also one of the theme songs for WrestleMania this year. Timeless, 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 Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter finally blew up last year with the major hit Espresso, an infectious pop song that took over the world. Released on April 11, 2024, it quickly became a global phenomenon, peaking at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the Global 200. It was the most streamed song of 2024 on Spotify, now sitting on 2.3 billion total streams. It has now been certified 5 times platinum in the US. It was also crowned the official biggest song of the summer for 2024, and its popularity has carried into 2025. Nueva York by Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's Nueva York is the opening track from his latest album De Tirar Más Fotos, released on January 5, 2025. The song is about Nueva York, New York. It has that dembow rhythm that carries the spirit of some of his most iconic songs like Titi Me Pregunto. As the album's initial track, it sets the tone and has managed to accumulate huge streams. It peaked at number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 and reached number 5 on the Billboard Global 200. Its strong performance on the charts was a surprise, as it wasn't pushed as a single. Sailor Song by Gigi Perez. Gigi Perez's Sailor Song became a viral indie folk sensation after gaining massive traction on TikTok last year. Released as a single on July 26, 2024, it was the first big moment for her, going on to peak at number 22 on the Billboard Hot 100 and reaching number 10 on the Billboard Global 200. She wrote the song in her bedroom, drawing inspiration from the deeper sense of uncertainty she was grappling with. The song's organic rise made it a huge hit, now sitting on 1.1 billion streams on Spotify. Wildflower by Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish's Wildflower came out of nowhere to become one of the most streamed songs of the year. It was initially released with her critically acclaimed third studio album Hit Me Hard and Soft, but it was officially the 4th single from the album on February 28, 2025. It was co-written and produced by her brother Phineas, and became one of the songs that stuck around from that album. The song organically climbed up the charts, peaking at number 11 on the Billboard Global 200 and reaching number 17 on the Hot 100. Billie Eilish dropped a classic album last year that has managed to maintain its popularity. I see her in the back of my... Messi by Lola Young. Lola Young's Messi became a sleeper hit this year. Lola first gained recognition after being featured on Tyler the Creator's song Like Him on Chromacopia. Messi immediately stood out and started to gain traction on TikTok. The songwriting is unique and led to it peaking at number 14 on the Hot 100 and number 5 on the Billboard Global 200. Without relying on flashy gimmicks, the song's genuine emotion proved that authenticity is still the way to get a big hit. 'Cause I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean. Who by Jimin. Jimin, one of the biggest stars from BTS, launched his track Who on July 19, 2024 as the lead single from his second studio album Muse. It's a dynamic blend of dance pop, R&B, and hip-hop with that smooth beat and Jimin's signature vocals. It immediately made a significant impact on the global charts, peaking at number 12 on the Hot 100 and topping the Billboard Global 200. It has now reached 1.7 billion streams on Spotify. Ordinary by Alex Warren. Alex Warren's Ordinary, released on February 7, 2025 as the lead single from his upcoming debut studio album, You'll Be Alright Kid, is an emotional ballad that went viral on TikTok and slowly climbed up the charts, managing to top the Billboard Global 200 and the Billboard Hot 100. It is one of the signature songs of the year, as you hear it everywhere. It first got its initial boost after Alex performed it on season 8 of the reality TV show Love is Blind. It is his first big hit, even though he has been making music since 2021. Baile Inolvidable by Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's Baile Inolvidable, from his 6th studio album De Tirar Más Fotos, was released on January 5, 2025 and quickly became a fan favorite and a streaming powerhouse. Bad Bunny revealed that it was his favorite track from the album, and it was later released as a 3rd single. It has that salsa vibe, drawing on the rich musical heritage of his native Puerto Rico. The song went on to peak at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 4 on the Global 200. It was a big departure from his usual reggaeton and trap sound, but it became hugely successful. That's So True by Gracie Abrams. Gracie Abrams' That's So True has made her a superstar, accumulating over 1.1 billion Spotify streams by mid-2025. It was released as a single on November 6, 2024, from the deluxe edition of her second studio album, The Secret of Us. It quickly gained traction, especially on TikTok. It has that Taylor Swift-esque songwriting, which is fitting because she was an opener on the Eras tour, even performing with Taylor herself. The song managed to peak at number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 4 on the Billboard Global 200. Gracie is being set up to be the next superstar. Luther by Kendrick Lamar featuring SZA. Kendrick Lamar's Luther, featuring SZA, emerged as a standout track from his critically acclaimed album GNX, released on November 29, 2024. It is a legendary mix of R&B and hip-hop that became a huge radio hit. They performed it at the Super Bowl, and that only added to its popularity, going on to stay at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 for an astounding 13 weeks, dominating the year. On Spotify, it has now reached close to 1 billion streams.
If it was up to me, I wouldn't get it, nobody's no sympathy.
DTMF by Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's DTMF, short for the album's name Debí Tirar Más Fotos, was released on January 23, 2025 as the fourth single from the project. It has become the most streamed song released in 2025, now sitting on 840 million streams. The title translates to I should have taken more photos, stemming from the regret of not cherishing moments and connections. It is a melancholic track that has become a huge hit, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topping the Billboard Global 200 for 2 weeks.
Ey, tengo el pecho pelado, me dio una mata, el corazón.
Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish's Birds of a Feather is one of the biggest hits from last year, initially released on her third studio album Hit Me Hard and Soft. It was not originally intended to be a single, but it became the biggest hit from the album, accumulating 2.7 billion streams on Spotify. With its undeniably catchy hook, it went on to become a global hit, peaking at number 1 on the Global 200 and number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Billie performed the song at major events like the 2024 Summer Olympics and the 2025 Grammy Awards, further solidifying its legacy.
Birds of a feather, we should stick together.
Apatu by Rose and Bruno Mars. Rose, a member of the global K-pop group Blackpink, released her breakout hit as a solo artist Apatu, featuring Bruno Mars, which has now reached 1.7 billion streams on Spotify in a matter of months. This unlikely collaboration became an unexpected streaming juggernaut, going on to peak at number 1 on the Billboard Global 200 and number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. It was named after a Korean drinking game, and its infectious energy has made it one of the biggest hits of the first half of 2025. Die With a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars' Die With a Smile soared to the top of the 2025 streaming charts, achieving an astounding 1.1 billion streams in just 2025 alone. It was released in August 2024 and went on to dominate the end of last year, now sitting on 2.6 billion streams on Spotify. This powerhouse collaboration brought together two legends, and from the first time you heard it, you can tell it's an instant classic. It has broken all sorts of streaming records, and it's my pick to dethrone Blinding Lights as the most streamed song of all time in a couple of years, maybe months. It went on to peak at the top of both the Billboard Hot 100 and Global 200. It also won the Best Pop Duo Group Performance at the 2025 Grammys. The song is an unforgettable musical moment created by music titans joining forces. Which of these songs is your favorite? Tell me in the comments below.